Yeah, I've been away for a week at my parents' house. I haven't actually recorded any video at all that I can show you. I did record some stuff of my nephew, but my brother, for some reason, doesn't want his little son to appear on the internet. I think I can see where he's coming from there. While I was there, I got some thinking. I feel a lot better, really, seriously. It's been a good week off. I haven't really done anything. I haven't been able to check my messages or look over the internet or anything, because I don't know what happened. Well, they only have dial-up, which was a problem, but I checked my messages 3 times, and on the 3rd time, this morning, I didn't get to check them at all, because for some reason the little point where the plug goes in for my parents' laptop, my brother's laptop, it wasn't working, and I don't know what happened. It was a loose connection, so I didn't do anything, but anyway, yes, while I was away, I found some pictures of myself from a long time ago. Look at that. Ooh, it's... Yes, that's a picture of me when I was 16. My hair's all like piled on top of my head. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? I look very strange at 16. This is 3 years later. This is when I was 19. I think I look older at 16. That's really weird. And then I found this, which is the ID card I had when I was when I went to do journalism course. So that's just, I was interested. I don't care whether anybody else thinks it's interesting or not. I was intrigued to see what I looked like at 16. I'd forgotten about. Anyway, while I've been away, like I said, haven't done any work, have eaten a lot. But I've been doing a bit of soul searching on the way back, and I have written 4 shortish novels, and if you saw the stuff I did back in November, I got 18,000 into another one, and then I thought, oh, what's the point? I haven't done anything with the 4 that I've already got. I've also written about 4 screenplays that are still... I thought they were finished, but then sending them around, they're probably not finished. So what I need to do, really now, is sort at least one out, and I'm not sure which one. The thing is, with my stuff, when I write a character, it's like it comes true. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Yes, it is weird, but I've written characters, and then I've met somebody who's, like, I've said, oh, read this thing I've got, and they've read it, and they've gone, oh, oh, I'm all dehydrated from I've just got in. This is the first thing I do when I get in, is make a blooming video. Anyway, people have read stuff after, and they've gone, that's me, and it's not them. It's like I've written them before I've met them. And actually, one of them, I've got this one that I wrote about 4 years ago, about this woman that loses her job and ends up in a rat-infested house, and various other things happen. Anyway, my mum read it, and she said, I can't read this because it's about you, ages ago, and it wasn't about me. And there was one character, she was like, I can't read that because that's obviously your ex-boyfriend. It's like, but I hadn't met him. He wasn't my ex-boyfriend because I hadn't even met him. But I wrote about him in this book. It's weird. It's like, that should be what I wrote the novel about, is me. It's not fair. It's a bit of a hack story, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, I've got that. I've got something about this this bloke that spends all his time on the internet. It's not autobiographical, is it? I'm not a bloke, so that's okay. And lives in a shithole. It's sort of a bit autobiographical, but no, he goes to work in a health food shop. I've never done that. And he gets addicted to some weird cigarettes that are supposed to be like herbal cigarettes, but all intrigue happens, and I've never finished it. I should finish it, but I got about 60,000 words in, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't know what happens now, and I should finish that. Another one, which is like there's a cult and there's people running around, and it's all sort of like a bit of a comic. The thing, I mix genres. It's like, it's a comic novel, but it's also sort of science fiction. It's sort of like mystery, and it's like Scooby-Doo or something. And there's another one, which is the one that I was writing, which is set in Victorian times, and it's got ventriloquism in it, and drag acts, and you know, all sorts of you know, the sort of acts they had at the end, it's based on like a real person, only I've done research enough to discover that this real person's great-great-great-grandchild is still living in Australia. And then I had second thoughts about it, because I thought, oh no, the person's great-great-grandchild might be thinking I've taken liberties with their great-great-great-grand... But that's ridiculous, because they've been dead a long time, and I should get back to that, and it's quite intriguing anyway. I think it is anyway. And the other one is set in a university campus. It's sort of like a university novel, and there's a sort of poet, a really egomaniac poet that has stopped writing poetry, and he's sort of a media. He just appears on stuff like Big Brother and rubbish like that. Except this was written before. This was written before Big Brother and stuff like that, and before all these celebrities became well, I know it's always been like celebrities are famous for being famous and stuff. But it was before it started really peaking. And I wrote that, and now it's probably not current anymore, because it's like, well, yeah, what about that? Anyway, there's lots of stuff happens, and like mistaken identity, and lost loves, and longing, and poetry, and not poetry, and media, and stupid parties, and people thinking they're famous because they've got nothing else in their life, and I should finish one of these things anyway. The screenplays, you know, I won't even go into them because it gets more complicated by the second when I start bringing them into it. My point is, I am a lazy bitch, and I haven't written these things that I should be writing, and I should write them. So I think the plan of action is to... See, I've sent some of them some places, and it was like, oh, this has got promise, but you need to do work on it. It's like, yes, I do, I know I need to do work on it, but what can I do? The thing is, because I'm coming from a journalistic background, where you write something, and you think, this is fantastic, but then it goes to a sub-editor, and the sub-editor polishes it, and if you're lucky, you won't even notice that. You go, oh, that was fantastic, that thing I wrote, and you won't notice that it wasn't actually the thing you wrote, it's a polished version of the thing you wrote, and then it goes into print, you go, wow, that was lovely. I was lucky in that they probably didn't change that much of what I did, but they polished it a little bit, and I like that. I like the sub-editors that polish things. But what I need now is somebody that can help me polish things, because I just need to know where I'm going with it. I need to sit back and sort it out. I've gone on again. It's not as long as the thing I did about the TV, but I've been away for a week, so give me a bit of credit. I had a comment on one of my videos saying this is tedious, to be honest. It's like, yeah, tough, don't watch it then. It's just, what can I do? There's police cars going past. I miss Peckham so much. Police. Oh, did you see, sorry, Kurt Vonnegut died, I saw on the way here. I was very sad about that. I was very inspired by him when I was, well, not, actually, I didn't, it's the fact that my novels are very short, and Kurt Vonnegut's novels tend to be very short, and they're peculiar, sort of set in real life, but with like science fiction-y sort of weird stuff like that, and that's close to my heart. So Kurt Vonnegut, very into Kurt Vonnegut. Also, Arthur Machen, who comes from a place quite near where I was born in Killeen and came to London. We went on a Arthur Machen tour the other week with somebody, and the person I was with kept going, are you sure this bloke's not you? Because there are so many similarities in the sort of the way that he thinks, and maybe not writing style, I don't know, but I'm not going to be presumptuous about whether I think I write well, but I would say that, wouldn't I? But yeah. Oh, and I saw Pan's Labyrinth yesterday. That sort of thing I like, where it's like based in real, but there's weird things happening. That's what I like to do. And I just wish that other people would appreciate my art. But to do that, I have to finish something and send it somewhere and persuade somebody that it's really worth investing in and doing something with. So I don't know what to do about that, because I don't know what to do about anything. And the whole week I've been going, oh, what's the point in anything? It's all completely hopeless. So this is another one-take wonder, not wonder, whatever. I'm going to stick it straight up, and thank you very much for still being here after the whole week of me not being here. Okay, see you soon, bye-bye.